Good evening, guys. Welcome to the channel. Happy Easter and long weekend for most of you, I presume. And if you're not celebrating, hopefully this will be some extra content for you that while people are maybe not making as much right now for the weekend. So I thought I'd just put something out for everybody. And yeah, and if you are celebrating, then please enjoy some time with the family. And if you're in between travels or whatever, then put some earbuds in or put it in and maybe have a listen to this. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the growth, the opportunity, the trust, the constant kind of questions that I get in the Discord. So please keep that kind of stuff going. I love these discussions that we're having, and please join me for our blockchain after hours with Hidden. And on top of that, if you haven't watched this one here, have a little peek at this Portfolio Masters. There's a sale for the lifetime membership going until the end, a couple of days left anyways. Have a peek at 30% off the lifetime membership. So take advantage of that if you feel the urge. They've actually launched made a few other calls with some little quick deep dives into them that you can take advantage of taking a look through and seeing if these tokens are ones you'd like to get involved in. I've started building a little bag with them, and we'll probably add to it weekly and see how I can grow with the things that they're telling me. The neat thing is kind of just getting down to maybe less choices with just the same amount of diversification, but picking the winners hopefully a little easier with these kind of picks that they're doing. So anyways, moving on with the show today, we're here to talk about Alpha Shares and the Alpha Pack Pups. So you may have seen some videos already out about this. I'm pretty excited for this. I think it's a really neat opportunity, a very diverse opportunity for basically everybody in DeFi. If you're an NFT person, if you're a passive income person, if you are like the trading and collecting and opening up packs like the olden days where you might have played Magic the Gathering and all this stuff and hope to find sets of things. Pokemon, it's got a little bit of that idea to it, and the fact that you gotta catch them all and make a whole set. So some really neat mechanics here, some gamification, some passive income. So it's got a little bit of everything. So please take a moment to have a look at this. I think there's some value as a whole for this, and there's kind of something for everybody here, depending on what type of person you are. And the nice thing too is because there's a collection type aspect to it, and you'll see down here you can collect a set on each chain. This does a couple of things. If you actually get a full set like this, you can trade them in and get this mega NFT, which gives you extra passive income. And on top of that, you can trade on these chains at a discount if you're trading NFTs. The other neat thing is because the NFT marketplace that Alpha Shares have created is an aggregator, meaning that it will pull collections from all kinds of other places, including OpenSea and basically all of them. So it kind of collects them even if the collection isn't on Alpha Shares. They collect it, and you can still trade them on their database and using their protocol. And the nice thing, again, if you have two on any chain, so let's say you do a lot of your NFT trading on the BSC chain, if you have two pups from that chain, you can actually trade with no fees. So a pretty neat little concept here, just on that side alone. And then on top of that, the passive income potential, and then the idea of trying to collect. So if you happen to get maybe a set for yourself, and then maybe you have a couple of extra ones, well, you can put those on the market and possibly sell them for a pretty good penny if somebody's missing that one for their collection. So some interesting opportunities there to create some value and maybe ROI yourself fairly quickly, and then have passive income going into the future. Or you just pick them up, sell them all, help people collect their sets, and maybe make a little money in the time doing all that trading if that's what you prefer, instead of a hodl type strategy. So lots of options here for everybody. And for the pre-sale, which I'll show you over here, we have a little bit of a deal with doing it early. I have 15 available right now under my code that I can give to you guys. So there'll be a link down below for that. If you use the code and we use up all these, let me know right away. I can probably get us some more, but this is specifically for my community and people watching the video. And so with this, the neat thing, you can mint on any of these three chains, and what's going to happen is no matter how you mint it using USDT, for instance, in the BSC chain, you are going to get them dropped from one of the 6 chains. So let's say you buy one NFT, it's going to be randomly from one of the 6 chains, and a random pup from that chain, whatever chain gets picked. So there's some cool things there, and some ability to kind of really easily buy a couple now before everything starts, and then it'll mint to whatever chain. For the pre-sale, the chains that you get minted for are random. When they actually go into the regular sale, you'll be able to choose choose. So let's say you do 5 or 6. Let's say you do a set of 6, hoping to get really lucky, and you get a couple for BSC and a couple for AVAX, and a couple for oh my gosh, Arbitrum. Then you could choose to then go on to using any chain that they have available. You can then tell it to mint you some ETH ones. The other cool thing is you don't have to mint on ETH, which is really cool because we all know the fees are pretty crazy there. So a couple little details to get into. The launch is April 3rd, but right now, like I said, you can do these bonus ones which are on sale. These are $75 mint price. The regular sale on April 3rd is going to be $100. So you get a little bit of a deal as well using my code, which is a really nice bonus. So April 3rd is when they start. But for now, like I said, go sneak in, get a little deal. So the neat thing about this, hold 2 Pups NFTs and get 0 transaction fees on that chain. So you can technically, if you want to, just get 2 on every chain if you felt the urge, and not trade any of them. But the idea would be to try and get the set. 1 pup is half of the transaction fee, so even with 1 pup you're still going to get some benefits. So if there's a chain that you normally hang out on, maybe get 2 for that one and get 1 for the other ones, however you want to play this. And as I said, pre-sale 75, launch is 100, and you must have 2 NFTs on the same chain to get 0 fees. Lots of details in here. There is a PDF that kind of goes through things in details. I would take a moment to go through that. Basically, the whole idea is, you want a matching set with no wildcards. That would be a full matching set. You can also do a matching set with wildcards. And wildcards, there's different wildcard ones that kind of help you out. And as I said, you want to match outfit, skin color, eye color. So depending on what you got going on there. So I guess it's just outfit as a whole. And if you match that, then that's where you're matching on the different chains. So as you can see, this one here, it's a matching pup, like the same pup kind of idea, the color and everything, but because it doesn't have the same suit, it doesn't count. This one here, the same pup again, but no matching outfit. So I'm sure you get the idea. But lots of data in there. So this is kind of gives you a kind of like the way the funds are being used. So they're collecting funds, and there's going to be passive income created for these funds for the NFT holders. But a couple of things to note is purchasing assets. So they're going to be purchasing desirable NFT assets for staking to kind of give some passive income to everything. Exclusive airdrops that you'll get access to. And then arbitration, so deal making to bring projects into the marketplace, drawing NFT projects into alpha shares, half transaction fees or 2 and have 0, so we already talked about that. Deal making to bring projects into the marketplace, and pre-sales whitelists for buying NFTs that maybe are brought to their marketplace. So the neat thing is we've never really seen anything like this done by any of the other markets. So it's something that can really set them apart and hopefully bring a lot of users to the alpha NFT marketplace. And this can only benefit everybody, especially if you can get in this early time, get some Pups, get some transaction fees. Obviously, as other people come along and use this tool, they will not have access to these Pups once they're sold out, or they'll have to buy them on the secondary market, again giving you an ability to earn or ROI yourself with a little profit, hopefully. So lots of ways to kind of play the game. And as I said, there are wild ones, so these are all the different wild ones on the different chain. These are what they will look like, so specifically. So if you get one of these guys, you don't have to worry about finding the matching one on that chain if you happen to get a set from the other ones, and you can have a bunch of them. You can have a set of wild if you get really darn lucky. So that's really about it. As I said, if you have a moment, come on in and mint these guys right here, and have a little peek, like I said, going through all the stuff a little bit more. I'm really excited to see what can come from this. I'm not an NFT guy by itself. I do have a little bit of collector inside of me, but I try to keep that at bay in the most part. But I will probably have some fun with these guys a little bit. And like I said, and although I don't trade NFTs, I still have NFTs that maybe at some point I want to move around. And if I do have an opportunity to take profits with them inside this marketplace without having any transaction fees, that's just an added little gravy point for it all. And I like the idea of somebody disrupting the market a little bit. I mean, we have OpenSea that does diddly squat and kind of just uses people and just rakes in the dough. It's nice to see somebody like what I want to see out of this space in general try and give back to the community and have opportunities for them to earn passively from the efforts of the group and from the fees that are being spent inside, almost like your own liquidity pool that you're earning from this way, using the NFTs to earn from the funds that are being exchanged inside the NFT marketplace. Trying to think, I think that about covered all the points that I really wanted to get into and dig into. As I said, you can mint on any chain once it goes live. For now, it's just the 3 of them. And when you do mint during the pre-sale, you'll get dropped one of the 6 chains. If you mint one, if you mint a bunch of them, it'll be one of the 6 chains those will all fall into. And then once the actual launch happens, you can choose what chain you'd like to mint in until each chain is sold out of the 2,200. That's one thing I guess we didn't go through, so I'll just scroll up here. Yeah, so there's 22 NFTs on each chain, so times 6 of course is how many are available. And yeah, so that's basically about it. If you guys have any questions, please, obviously there'll be their Discord down below. You're welcome to come into my Discord and have a chat as well, and I look forward to hearing about what you think of this one, either in the comments below or in the Discord would be awesome. Thanks so very much, guys, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your weekend.